It's a new morning here at the Dwarves Inn. We're just waking up, heading out to do some errands that we left behind yesterday because we didn't feel like doing them. Check out my gold situation here. I have 622. Probably not going to be enough to get spiky suits for everybody, but that's okay. Well, I wouldn't need to get one for her because she's got the thing, you know, the dress.
Step right up. That's it. This is Dwarf Village's world-famous sideshow exhibit. Entry is 50 GP.
Well, here I go.
Let's start the show! Our first oddity is the one and only Rabbite Man. It's both a man and a rabbite. Rabbite Man! What? A hoax? I can't put anything past you, huh?
The man standing there just shaking his head like, this is my life now.
And now, I present to you a bona fide Sprite child. This kid is the real deal.
Oh, woe is me and this sad life I live. Please, kind travelers, won't you help?
Come closer and listen to their story. You'll cry. You'll weep. You might even shed a few tears.
Isn't that what crying is?
This poor child has a 50,000 GP debt to pay off before they can go free. They're working here to pay it back little by little. If you have any heart at all, please help. Even a small contribution of 100 GP would...
Yeah, whatever. Just take my money.
Haha! I'll take that, thank you! What? There's nothing more to see here. Leave!
Well, yeah, I can't remember like how I felt about that scene the first time I played. I was just like, oh, well, that was a thing.
How'd you like my acting back there? That guy was on the verge of tears, I could tell.
Was not.
By storytelling, I got them hook, line, and sinker. Oh, we'll make a fortune off this scam.
Yep. Let's not let the players get confused here about what they just saw.
Been standing there.
Please forgive us. This child really is a young Sprite. That wasn't a lie. They lived in Sprite Village, but they were washed down into the caves with the floodwaters. So I was just helping them to earn money to get home. Besides, this scam was their idea in the first place.
Pretty good con, huh?
Hey, apologize.
Fine. I shouldn't have. Happy now?
I am ashamed to have taken part of this ruse. Here's your money back.
Well, thank you. Can I get you to turn around? No,
I
it's not
didn't
going
mean
to.
anything, but...
I was going to say something about, like, the Sprite's face. Because it's something that I can't unsee now. Maybe I'll explain that later. Let's see him again. So I should have enough to get one spiky suit here, which I'm going to do.
Welcome.
What'll it be? Alright. Spiky suit is mine. So I should probably grab a couple of these wristbands here, too. These are good.
Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it. And I believe this is where the numbers start to diverge a little bit as far as armor goes. The spiky suit I remember before was just a straight up 13 on the defense. Like, originally the chainmail I believe was 10, and then the... Actually, that makes sense. Well, anyway. I have the spiky suit now. And I also have one of these. But see how much that helps? I mean, holy crap. Evasion seems to be a pretty big thing in this game, I'll tell you what. I know I was saying before that, like, you know, your characters dodge attacks all the time. But as I've gotten later into the game, I've noticed the monsters definitely dodge a lot too. Now, I don't know if that's just my imagination, because, you know, they always dodged in the original too, you just didn't have the word miss showing up every time they did it. And here you do.
Say, hand me your sword. Ah, It's covered in rust. It'll break in no time if you leave it like this. I am Watts, the blacksmith. I'll reforge that for 100 GP.
Oh, should have sold some stuff before I came here, I guess. Well, let's go do that. Okay, I'm back.
I'll do it.
Yep.
All right. Now wait 1 second. It's done. I've never seen a sword as fine as this one. What a waste that it got rusted over.
Yeah, well, 15 years will do that to you.
Breath away. I hope someday I can forge such a splendid sword myself. Huh? What's this? My hammer is glowing. Wait, don't tell me that's the Mana Sword of Legend. This is phenomenal. I think the Mana Sword has imbued my hammer with some of its power. I'll try it out and forge a new axe for you. Come back in a little while.
Alright then, I'll do that. So now that we visited both him and the... what is it? The scam scene. We have a boss fight. Fortunately, since I'm leveled up to 1, we can dispose of this rather easily. Having Prim in the party certainly won't hurt either. Also, the pumpkin seems is a little slower than it did before. Okay, you want to, like, back off here? You usually throw them both out right from the beginning like that, do you? Yeah, get out of here, Brambler. Just because you're named after a cool Donkey Kong Country song doesn't mean you're worth it. Nope, nope, I'm waiting for the thing to charge up enough. It's a really bad habit of mine. Like, even in the later game. I actually finished the game last night. About 12 hours ago. So that was cool. It's gonna be hard not to, like... Well, I mean, what is there to spoil, though? I mean, if you've already seen it, you've already seen it. But still. I feel like we should talk about that when we get there, you know, not talk about it right now. And pretty soon here. Nope. She's just running into the walls, I tell you what. Hey, you don't want to participate? I'll make you participate. Get out of here, Jolt Tentacles. Yeah! I got the final blow! I got the final blow, even though I did nothing else. Piece of cake. Trust me, they won't always be a piece of cake. I mean, early on in the game, I've noticed a lot of bosses seem to sort of get nerfed a little bit, like their health. Well, I think I already mentioned that, but...
Thank you very much.
I could have handled those guys myself, you know.
Hush! Sorry about that. The shock from getting washed away affected this child's memories. They can't remember anything. They're a good child. Just with a few attitude problems and a loud mouth.
Yeah, well, it'll all work out eventually. Why rush it?
Tropicalo was sealed away in the palace. Since it got out, that must mean there's a way in. If you harness the power of the Mana Seed, you might even get your memories back, little one.
What? Why didn't you say so earlier? I'll go there right now.
You can't go alone. The palace was buried long ago. Who knows how many monsters are infesting that place now? You managed to defeat Tropicalo. Would you be so kind as to accompany this sprite to the palace?
Yeah, why not?
What luck! Did you hear that? Now, be sure to listen to everything he says, and don't give him any lip.
Oh, I screwed up. I thought when he said everything he says here, he was telling us to listen to him. So he doesn't refer to the sprite as a he here. Okay, I was wrong. Holy crap.
Okie dokie. Just don't get in my way, okay? Bro.
Bro? I have a name.
I'll tell you what. How about you give me a name? That'd be easier all around.
Alright, just to keep it simple.
Yeah, sure. I guess that works. Nice to meet you, bro.
So I'm not sure technically what the pronunciation is here. I guess it's Papoy. That's how I'd always imagined it, but it might be like Papois. I don't know. Or you could just call him Popeye. Yeah, that would be easier.
Good luck. You can go straight to the palace using that hole over there. But be careful. That witch from the north, Elena, sealed the palace off with a cave of magma. First, you have to go to Elena's castle to ask her to dissolve her seal. You know, she wasn't always like this. Elena used to be a good witch. Go north to her castle in Haunted Forest and ask her to open the seal. Here is the set of bow and arrows we found when the little one washed up. Take them.
Now they're just gonna start dropping weapons in our lap left and right.
Watch the
Just like they did in the original, really. So I suppose we could get a little preview of Mystic Invasion here. Probably my favorite song in the game. I remember the first time I played this, I walked in here, you know, not knowing that I couldn't progress. And I just sat in here and just listened to this music. Unlike what I'm doing right now, which is talking over it, but still. They actually added a bit more to that music, and you'll hear it more later when we go back, but I'm not gonna sit there and let the whole thing run through right now. One thing I've noticed about the music in this game, though...
Well, I tried making that axe, but
Well...
it didn't turn out how I thought it would. I wonder why. What's happened to that boomerang? Wait! Try holding this axe! Aha! I can reforge these weapons, but the mana power won't activate unless you hold them. This axe is mighty special. It may be compact, but you can smash a boulder with it. Wanna buy it? Take it with you for 100 GP.
Sure. Why not?
More mana weapons out there. Bring them here, and I can reforge them using any orbs you find. Let me show you my special shortcut so you can come here directly.
Oh, and here we go again with the four-directional walking. A little strange. Okay, can you just do it? Seriously? Thank you. I could have done that with my axe if I would have had one sooner, but anyway. What I was about to say there is that, about the music, is sometimes I like it better to just sit back and listen to it. Like if you stop playing, put the controller down and just listen to the music, then it's better than if you're just trying to listen to it and play at the same time, I've noticed.
Wow, that Watts is the best blacksmith I've ever seen. He's made my rusty sword shine like it's brand new. With a sword like this at my side, everyone can tell that I'm a knight who means business. I know. I'll try it out with a few practice swings.
It figures.
What's your problem?
So immature. A rust-free sword doesn't make you a knight. You'll never be a warrior like Dyluck without training.
That's why I'm practicing.
That wasn't practice. That was posing. You just wanted to look cool holding that sword.
No, I didn't.
The truth hurts.
Fine. No more sword practice today or any day. Happy now?
Yeah, I'll just let you do this by yourself.
I touched a nerve.
You did not.
Like I said, you're so immature.
Oh well. Hey, hang on a second. Where is... Is that a bug? I think that might be a bug. Because he's totally in my party. No, I'm not gonna save, because what if? Wow, well, he's in my party out at the bottom of the screen. Maybe he just doesn't... Uh-oh. He must have gotten, like, caught in a wall or something? Can I move him around? I can't move him around. Huh, that's really weird. I'm not sure what I can do about that. Hopefully he shows up when we get... Ooh, that's gonna be concerned. I'm not sure what's happening there. There's still only 2 of us. I think I'm gonna reset the game and, yeah. Because it autosaves anytime you walk through a door. So that actually helps a lot. Let me see here. I'm not sure where he is. He's just like in the middle of... Oh, there he is. Now he's in the party. Hell yeah. I don't know what could have happened there. It's really funny. Oh, now I can finally do some more damage with the sword. Oh, yeah. So at this point, you're probably going to want to grind up some gold a little bit so you can get proper armor for your characters, because I'll tell you what, going into that haunted forest is no picnic. Especially now with the Sprite, you know, in its current condition. He will level up pretty fast, because it doesn't take much energy, or not much XP, I mean. Kinda like the way that boomerang looks. I didn't use the boomerang hardly at all in my first playthrough of this. Maybe I should have. I don't know, it's like, when I play RPGs, I have this awful tendency to kind of rush the first playthrough. Because I feel like a lot of the real magic happens in the second playthrough, you know? Because you're going through and seeing the differences between what you did before, maybe what you could have done. You know, it's like, I guess people could argue that, well, you know, if you could do it, why wouldn't you do it the first time? But the thing that I like about it is knowing what difference it makes to do it in the first place, and you're not going to know the difference if that's the only way you ever do it. Like, that'll just be a normal playthrough to you. Like, when I finished the game yesterday, I was level 52, I think. I could have looked just now, but I didn't. And so, like, that was a pretty low level, actually, and it caused a few problems, but it was also kind of a challenge, you know, so... I also didn't level up my magic hardly at all. Like, most of my magic was at level 3 or 4 when I finished the game. There was, like, one spell that was, like, level 7. It's because I used it to grind up the money to get the Vest Guard. But, like I usually do, I go to the top of the lofty mountains and just grind off the Egatrices up there. By going in and out of the door and using air attack and kill all 3 of them. It's the quickest way to grind that I've seen. It's just about as good as going through the Pure Land. But I'm getting way ahead of myself again here, so... let's not do that. This bridge looks cool. Little mushrooms and stuff on it, just little details, you know? Good stuff. Yeah, I did notice that I was missing monsters a lot more later in the game than I was early on, and it's probably because I started to rush and not level up properly along with it. So, yeah. I was also saying before something about bosses seeming to be nerfed a little bit, and yeah, it is true. It is true that the bosses seem to be a little bit weaker than they were before, but the later you get in the game, the less true that seems. But again, it was probably only that way for me because I stopped leveling at a certain point. I don't know. So it's not nearly as hard to chain magic in this version of the game as I thought it was previously. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and go back inside and grind off the green slimes. So they're a way better experience than what you're gonna find out here, I'll tell you that. Green slimes are pretty much the first really good grinding enemy in the game. At least in my opinion, they are. You know what else I never did? I don't think I ever turned in that Spears orb, did I?
I've been waiting.
Probably wouldn't have had the money to do it anyway, but, yeah, Spear 2. I like that this goes by so much faster, too. So in the original, there was kind of a delay when you would say, you know, you click to buy something or forge something, and it would just go, and then you just have to sit there and wait. And here you just bam, bam, bam. You just bang them out like nothing. Alright, so Mr. Popeye here has leveled up quite a bit already. It's up to 377. Oh my god, that's so stupid on that tape that time when I was like, oh, it's got my man up to 400 now. I'm sure I talked about that in the original too. Jeez. Good lord, man. So I think he actually comes with some armor that you can sell after you've replaced what he's wearing. So go and get a spiky suit first, and we'll figure out the rest in a second here, if I have enough money for it. Yes, I do.
Anything else? Come again.
Nope. Alright, so you get spiky suit. You also get this thing, Vanguard, Van Brace or whatever. And I can go ahead and get the headgear for myself now, but I don't have anything for Creel's head yet.
Come again.
Of course, I remember the bow, or the thing that she does get is only like 3 defense, so not really that big a deal still, though. And that's what it was in the original game, but as we started to notice, armor and stuff has different values here. Or maybe it just seems to, because it's adding them all together. So the numbers seem bigger than they actually are. Maybe they really were the same as before. I don't know. Of all things, you'd think I'd remember that. But anyway, let's head on up into the Lost Woods here. Here I go, I'm just gonna run straight from the center all the way there. It's not even gonna matter. Still got 33%. Can we make it? Can we make it? Oh, 17, 10, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's close enough, man. Just one dash all the way out of Guy's navel from the center. Who would have ever thought you'd be able to do that? Well, I've just done it here today. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, here we go. Hello, boys! I'm back! It's, yeah, 2 damage. You ain't doing nothing to me now. Nothing. They are still a little bit annoying, but then again, they were in the first game, too, so... Oh, wow, this looks like you can actually, like, walk up here. Oh, you can. Wow, I don't think you could do this in the original. Huh. Oh, what was that hit? Holy crap, I get candy on me. I wouldn't have thought you'd be the one taking damage. Then again, you haven't had a chance to level up like we have, so... He's practically got the same HP as Prin does, though. Well, Prin's taking pretty big damage, too. Yeah, these guys are really annoying. Take them out as soon as you can. They are worth good experience, and every time you gain a level, you get your HP refilled, so... It's a good time to do it, you know, it's a good time to knock them out while you can. Let's try to keep an eye on your HP here. Oh, boy. Oops. Oh, you're all the way over there. I don't know how you ended up over there, but okay. I should probably buy some candy here. So take care of you two first. And Nico, the price gouging cat. We've seen him before. Sorry, Gerard, for stealing your expression there, but buying candy from him is not so bad. It's still only 20 GP, which is not a huge deal. We could get her hair ribbon here. You know what? I think I will.
Anything else?
Need all the help we can get going through here. So, let's see. Oh, no, that was it. Plus 3, plus 23, plus 3. Yep. It's better than nothing. I think the other thing is magic defense, which wasn't really... I mean, maybe it was a thing in the first game, and then once again, it's just they didn't show it or something. Well, the thing is they did show it, but not, like, right there on the auto-equip screen. Or on the armor equip screen. You could go into your stats screen and see the difference, but you couldn't see it, like, right when you equip the armor, the way you can't hear. Is that an arrow sticking out of my face? Oh no, that's my sword. Jeez, that would have been hilarious, though. It's amazing that Minecraft would have a detail like that that most other games don't, you know? Huh. Like, even Breath of the Wild. I don't think it does, anyway. Like, wouldn't it be funny if on Breath of the Wild you got shot by an arrow, and then Link had to, like, pull it out, you know, later or something after the fight was over? And then toss it on the ground and stomp on it angrily or something? So here comes number 2 grinding spot in the game. Or at least, as far as my favorite spots are. I'm not saying that means I'm gonna grind here, just ugh. Of course, you get Moogled, that doesn't help. So wait for this to wear off here. Alright. He's like moving around and stuff. They couldn't do that in the original. Here we go. Papaw is at level 7. Popeye. Good job. Yeah, but if you just basically if you just go in and out of here and maybe even charge your sword. Oh wow. That looked cool. Alright, well by doing that now we've opened up a path elsewhere. Yeah, I would sleep here totally. Remember in the original game there were those pink clouds and they were very well, the first word that comes to mind here is suffocating. They're definitely not nearly as intrusive here. But you still kind of see them just kind of billowing in and out of the atmosphere. Really cool looking. It's amazing how much they managed to capture the atmosphere of a game that looked as weird as this one did. Especially in areas like this. Alright, who's got the axe here? Who wants... Well, let's see. Well, for most of the original playthrough that I did of this, I gave Sprite the axe, so I might just do that. He's pretty good with it, although I really would like somebody to have the spear, though. Because normally I'd give him the spear, and I think I will continue to do that. Because the spear is a great weapon, and does the most damage of just about anything that you have. Plus it inflicts those status ailments later on. Get that level 3 spear and inflict balloon. Holy crap. That's another thing on my last playthrough. Here I go now talking about my last playthrough. It's just like the old days when I used to talk about my practice file. Like, I didn't even really need a practice file for getting into this game, but oh well. I wanted to play it. You know, couldn't help myself, man. But what I was saying there was that after I forged up to the level 3 spear, I just left Sprite equipped with the axe, and I should have given him the spear then, so I wasn't getting the balloon effects all that time. So the upper land was actually a pretty difficult part of the game for me. It's more difficult than it usually is. I mean, those silk-tail enemies you run into out there, well, they're vicious. And this one, wait till you see them. Oh, we got Glats over here, but... There we go. Yet again, I feel compelled to just stop and admire the scenery, even though I was just talking about it. When you stop and look at these little mushrooms here, and there's a bigger mushroom there. You can't, like, interact with any of it, but still. Also, these mushrooms here are a different color from these ones. I think they are. Well, maybe they're not. Maybe because those ones are in the light. I don't know.